Today I'm going to show you 30 scary videos that will disrupt your soul. Lego. It said they almost got Yeti. Son of a, god damn it, chills every time.
Another creepy doll video was sent in by TikTok user Liliana Castillo. In the video, her daughter Golly can be seen playing with her doll. Everything is fine until she seems to hear something odd that catches her attention.
And Kaliana, how is this video to you?
Yeah, ho.
Good? Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Kaliana. You are a good sport. So, Kaliana, what?
I don't get it.
Did you see it? Watch closely right at the corner of the screen. Right when Golly appears to hear something to her left, the doll turns its head to look at her.
Yo!
Horrified, Golly runs to her mom to tell her what happened. The doll has since been thrown out in the trash. Something wicked. Popular Japanese ghost hunters Gachan, Yasuke, and Daichan from the YouTube channel Clip Store travel to what is known to be an extremely haunted location in Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan.
No.
Hidden in the mountains here, there's a mysterious tall Western-style ruin that sort of looks like a medieval castle. No one knows why this odd structure was built, or why it ended up being completely abandoned. Locals and curious visitors tell strange stories about the ghost of a woman wearing a dark cape. They claim that the dark figure, terrifying.
Nope. Yo!
Gotcha!
You better run, bitch!
Daichan! Gotcha!
Run, bitch!
なんか触られた。
Run, ho! Y'all don't believe me?
上をったろ今。大ちゃん後ろ！後ろ！降りて！大ちゃん後ろ！後ろ！降りて！大ちゃん後ろ！
I saw that! I saw that shit!
大ちゃんの横に人がおったって。大ちゃんのこっち側に人がおったって。しかも俺体触られたと検証しよったんや。この辺ポンってされたんや。
Yasuke claims that something pushed hard against his shoulder, knocking him backwards and nearly making him fall. He runs up to the staircase and yells to his team members. And to his horror, he sees something lurking over Daichan's shoulder, up on the top floor. Yasuke screams to warn him, but whatever it is has just disappeared into thin air.
Hell no!
Could this be the spirit of the woman that locals claim to have been seen inside the abandoned building? Did the ghost hunters capture evidence of the paranormal? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video over on the Japanese YouTube channel, Clip Store.
Yeah, I don't do this.
Popular streamer Brian from the Twitch channel Daily Dasher travels the world and broadcasts his adventures live for thousands of people to watch on Twitch. In one of his many 6 to 8 hour long live streams, he is celebrating his birthday in Ecuador. During his live broadcast, his viewers are shocked when they see someone who seems very out of place.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too. But it seems like why is there a child here? He said that they closed at 10, and it seems like that's what someone in the chat said, that the curfew is extended, but it's till 10. So even though we didn't get the exact words out of his mouth, there's still a curfew. It seems like these might add up. That's that food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my god, it's gone! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home.
At first, Brian casually points out that there's a child standing at the balcony window. Oddly, the little girl is standing perfectly still. In fact, she is so still that viewers chatting in his live stream think that it might be a statue. Some even jokingly suggest that it's a little ghost girl. So, Brian pans his camera around and looks over. To his horror, he discovers that the little girl has mysteriously disappeared. Now, just like in the previous videos, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a paranormal event caught on camera. It might simply be that the girl, who doesn't move and appears to be completely unresponsive to her surroundings, maybe she just ran off when Brian was distracted. But Brian's reaction to the odd disappearance seems very sincere. He actually seems a bit shook.
Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my god, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home.
But, as with the other videos, I leave it up to you to decide. Opening a window, opening a doorway. This strange Japanese video popped up on the internet and quickly went viral with over 1 million views. Unfortunately, no one seems to know the source of the video, including me. I did my usual research, but no one seems to have a clue as to where the creepy video came from. As with most Japanese videos, the couple's identities appear to be blurred in the original video. Having said all that, the clip is still downright chilling.
Oh. That's scary, bro.
The couple sees the odd blurry shape of someone or something that seems to be peering into their kitchen window. But when the guy quickly slides the window open, there's no one there. He turns back to his girlfriend and catches a truly disturbing figure standing right behind her, dark and shadowy with what almost looks like rotting skin. Then as he pans back only a moment later, the figure has just disappeared. So did the couple unwittingly let a wandering spirit into their home? Unfortunately, without a source, we'll never know. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Hiding in the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So, let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posts a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I live in New York, and I just wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89. Basically, I think my house is haunted, which I know sounds silly, and I still feel kind of silly saying it, but I guess I shouldn't. We figured out that about the start of the new year of this year was when things started to happen. It's mostly in the basement, but... Right?
Don't look over here, bitch. You ain't helping.
Did you, or are you f***ing with me?
Someone stayed at the doorway. I saw it. Oh.
Shh.
Someone stayed at the doorway.
So, can you... Don't go far.
I'm gonna look at it. Here, go check it out.
So as I'm recording to you, pardon my language, I feel like I just saw someone standing in the doorway, and so did he. No one, right?
No,
Oh boy.
that was definitely
Mm-hmm.
something.
Run, bitch.
Sounds like someone walking around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll be back. But yeah, this is an introduction, a pretty good introduction to my channel. And freaking out a little bit right now, but that's okay. Hope you enjoy. Bye.
Steph and her roommate Sam both claim to see something off camera, and we can hear strange noises in the background, but of course all of this could easily be faked. But trust me, things are gonna get much creepier. In this next video, we head down to what Steph alleges is the most haunted area of her home, the basement. Steph's little dog Bella seems a bit freaked out by something in the basement closet.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like she acts like she's acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella. She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it. If I go pull it. See, baby, there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
I don't like that.
There's nothing in there, crazy lady. Well, it's dark, but as you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby, there's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's freaking me out.
That dog
Come on,
saw some
let's
shit.
go upstairs.
Over the next month, Steph experiences random noises from the basement and even some unnerving sightings of what she believes to be a supernatural apparition.
The Kraken.
She sets up a camera to record her basement room, specifically the closet. Her recordings capture many hours of, well, nothing. But then, late one Friday night, this happens.
Yo! What's really hood, bitch?
As Steph's friend Reese is casually sitting in the basement one night checking her phone, the closet door just pops open on its own. Now, Reese is a skeptic and doesn't believe the basement to be haunted at all, but still, we see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run up the stairs.
Oh, I bet.
So she definitely seems spooked.
Well,
So now we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
You videotaping?
Yeah, for Stan.
I did. I won't break them.
Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. You might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Did you see it? As Steph pans her camera by the open closet door, it looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there,
Ugly bitch.
watching. When Steph pans back seconds later, no one there. So did Steph capture real paranormal activity in her basement? And just
Yeah.
what happened after this?
Oh boy.
Well, we'll never know, because you see, Steph hasn't posted to her YouTube channel since these creepy incidents 10 years ago.
Got
The
it.
House of Horror.
See, Over.
The home known as the House of Horror in Asuncion, Paraguay is a home which locals say is extremely haunted. The now abandoned house has a long and very dark history, as 6 brutal deaths have taken place inside its walls. Long ago in the year 1913, a physician who lived in the house shot a man twice after he found him alone with his wife in their home.
Oh!
He later claimed that he didn't know what came over him when he pulled the trigger. Then many years later in 2018, a young mother, her 2 children, and her parents tragically lost their lives inside the home at the hands of the woman's husband. The senseless crime shocked the entire city and forever branded the home with the title, quote, the House of Horror. Several bus drivers that regularly pass by the House of Horror have claimed that they often see a strange shadow-like being late at night that tries to stop the bus. But then the figure simply disappears into thin air right before their eyes. The bus drivers also claim that when it rains, you can hear the crying and wailing of children coming from inside the house. The House of Horror and the strange activities surrounding it has been covered by many news outlets, including this report by Paraguay's C9N TV network. News reporter Alejandra Pereira and her cameraman were doing a tour around the creepy house live on TV when they captured something truly chilling.
Nope.
Estilo colonial, bastante antigua esta casona. Alejandra, adelante.
Sí, muchísimas gracias, Silvio. Ya nos encontramos en el interior justamente de esta denominada Casa del Terror aquí sobre Oliva y Montevideo para hacer un recorrido con el compañero Derlis, que también estuvo en el momento que ocurrió esto, ¿verdad? Y nos va a poder también...
Fue en ese baño, Alejandra, donde se había realizado, digamos, el entierro de los 4 cuerpos de las 2 mujeres y de las 2 criaturas.
Sí, este sería uno de los lugares donde estaban enterrados justamente los cuerpos de las mujeres, en este caso, Silvio, según las informaciones que también estamos manejando. Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
Ajá.
Did you hear it? Eerie, unexplained screams can be heard while Alejandra is explaining where the bodies of the victims were found. The news crew on the scene say that they heard nothing. But viewers watching the report live at home were shocked. Thousands of people contacted the news channel, demanding an explanation for the strange screams. C9N Paraguay takes a look at the raw video footage live and again broadcasts their findings.
Vamos a llegar hasta aquí, hasta una de las máquinas donde nos tocó escuchar parte del archivo completamente en bruto. Lorena, ¿me puedes explicar lo que vamos a escuchar a continuación, los sonidos también por sobre todo?
Sí, bueno, lo que les voy a poner ahora es el sonido del ambiente que capta la cámara con el sonido del micrófono, porque nosotros recibimos los enlaces acá con canales diferentes, entonces eso se puede separar sin problema. Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
Bueno, y ahora, ¿qué es lo que vamos a compartir también a continuación, Lorena?
Voy a poner el sonido ambiente que captó la cámara.
Solamente el sonido que entra por la cámara en sí y no por el micrófono que estaba teniendo en ese momento también nuestra compañera Alejandra Pereira. Si podemos ya reproducir y llegar al momento exacto en el cual se estaba dando lo que eran estos gritos. Ahí está.
Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
So, just what do you think these screams could be? Could it be the shrieks of the victims still crying out for help? Or is it all just a very, very elaborate hoax? You decide. Dancing with the Dead. 11 years ago, Tony Noguera recorded a short video of his son Elijah dancing to a Green Day song that was playing on their TV. He uploaded the video to his YouTube channel, and for years the video went mostly unnoticed. That is, until Tony's footage was shared on Reddit and hundreds of Reddit users agreed on one thing. There's something truly bizarre going on in this video.
Dance. Dan, look at Elijah. Go like this. Elijah. Hey, like this. Elijah, look at. Hey. Elijah, go like this. Were you dancing to some Green Day? Dance, go.
Did you see it? Right behind little Elijah, what looks like the dark, shadowy figure of a child can be seen, just kind of standing there, watching the family. A few seconds later, and the child disappears. Even creepier, right after the small, shadowy figure is seen, a strange, unexplained childlike giggle can be heard.
Elijah, go like this.
Now, I reached out to Tony Noguera personally, and he says that he has no idea who or what this unexplained figure might be. But he says his house does have a very creepy history. Tony's house is inside a gated community in Reno, Nevada, and the property on which the neighborhood was built used to be an old graveyard back in the 1960s. So could this creepy apparition be the ghost of a child buried on the community grounds long ago? Let me know what you think down in the comments. The other side. Popular Snapchat livestream ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is exploring a long-abandoned residence in Jordan. Locals claim that the house was once owned by a wicked man named Romani, who lived there with his servants. It is said that the man's ghost now haunts the house as an evil spirit, along with the cursed souls of his servants. One of these servants is said to appear as a dark, faceless shape that resembles a young woman. When entering the abandoned old house, Hassan begins to hear strange sounds and lets his livestream viewers know that he believes that the spirit already knows he's there.
I want to see it.
هل في جاي الزلمة أو يكون هون موجود؟ ما بعرف. اسمع في صوت. اسمع. والله العظيم في صوت.
I hear that there's a woman.
بس يا اخوان موقع. بسم الله. مش عارف. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. طلعوا إخوان.
Hassan hears the chilling voice of a woman from somewhere within the empty house. Then, a kitchen cabinet slams shut. But it gets worse.
How did it possibly get worse?
شو هذا اللي فوق؟ وحياة الله في إشي غريب في المكان يا أخوان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. أنا خايف إن شاء الله ما يكونوا ينزلوا مخبطين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. باب سكر.
Man, he doing too much.
The same kitchen cabinet moves right in front of him, and a sliding door seems to have shut on its own. Hassan gets an unexplained headache and decides to take a break outside. But when he returns, things get even creepier.
إخوان أنا طلعت برا شوي إنه راسي كثير وجعني والله العظيم خاصة المكان هون هذا. بسم الله. في حد هون؟
Nigga. Yeah, I don't do this.
طب هون شوفي. والله في شيء.
Oh my God! There's a woman in the background.
طب ليكون هاي عكسي.
Oh my God, that's a woman. That's a woman.
والله العظيم إنه في إشي موقف جوا يا إخوان وحياة الله.
No.
أنا بقولكم أنا أقول لكم
You about to die,
بسم
bro.
الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yeah, you gonna need all the merciful you can get, bro.
الغرفة هاي. بسم الله. بدي أحكي لكم تعال خلينا نشوف كمان مرة يا إخوان إذا في إشي. هاي أنا يا إخوان. إخوان والله العظيم إنه في إشي جوا. بسم الله. هاي. والله العظيم إنه في إشي.
I can't do this,
نرجع
bro.
نعمل هيك بسم الله. نرجع هيك.
I can't do this, bro. I don't like this at all. I don't like this, bro. Too much suspense.
The terrifying figure of a woman dressed in black can be seen on the other side of a glass window. But
Way
when
too
Hassan
much
quickly
suspense.
checks the area, no one there. The mysterious woman seems to disappear into thin air. So who or what do you think this woman could be? Is it an angry spirit? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Wrong way. Urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders, Beepers, History Seekers explore the abandoned Mossley Manor in Liverpool, England. The manor has a very dark history. The Victorian building was constructed over 150 years ago by cotton merchant Nicholas Duckworth, who passed away in the home in 1889. In 1940, the manor served as a home for unwed mothers and their children. It was later sold to become a care home for the elderly and disabled, called Mossley Manor Care Home. Around 2014, reports began to surface of abuse and terrible living conditions at the Mossley Manor home. Even more disturbing, families discovered the unreported deaths of at least 10 elderly patients in the home. The care home was shut down in 2015. For obvious reasons, many claim that the Mossley Manor is haunted and is a hotspot for paranormal activity. But Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers are certainly not ghost hunters or even necessarily believers in the paranormal. They're just a couple of guys who enjoy doing urban exploration of old decaying properties like the Mossley Manor and cracking a few jokes along the way.
This building.
One or something who seems to be watching them. The figure immediately walks off toward the right and disappears. Matt and Andy immediately head up the stairs to investigate. Keep in mind that the mysterious figure disappeared towards the right side. Well, that just leads toward a wall with a tiny boarded up window. The mysterious person seems to have simply disappeared into thin air. So could it be that they captured the ghost of Nicholas Duckworth still roaming his Victorian home? Know what you think. You can check out Matt and Andy's full exploration over on their YouTube channel, Finders Beepers, History Seekers. Opening a doorway. Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film claim that a real estate agent reached out to them concerning a house that he found extremely difficult to sell. The agent says that the house once belonged to a family of 3 who mysteriously went missing in 2013, leaving behind all of their personal belongings in the house. The current owner is desperate to sell. He believes that there's a dark presence inside the home and wants nothing to do with it. He absolutely refuses to go inside the home or even get close to it. And all of these strange stories about the haunted house have kept buyers away as well. Tomo and Hiro say that the real estate agent and the owner reached out to them to find an explanation for the creepy alleged haunting inside the family home. When the two go to investigate, the current owner warns them to keep the doors closed at all times. But he doesn't explain why.
家の中のドアは、開けっぱなしにしないで必ず閉めてほしいって言われて、これ聞いた時その人のその宗教的なそういうルールがあると思ったんだけど。
はいはいはい。開けて通ったらそのドアは必ず閉めるということは絶対守ってくれっていうことだったので。分かった。ちょっと待って。こうやって今ここから開けて入ったと。このドアを必ず閉める。でなんでだよ。
Heeding the creepy warning, Tomo and Hiro respect the owner's request and close each door behind them whenever they step inside a new room. The two investigators immediately get the sense that something about the house is just a bit off.
違和感を覚えることが1個あって、扉をさ開けたら閉じるようにっていうことを僕らきつくお願いされたんじゃないですか。にもかかわらず、押し入れだとか。
But watch again.
Oh, hell no.
もう全部開いてるもん。
Someone or something seems to be standing right behind the rack of clothes, as two bare feet can be seen underneath. But the investigators just don't notice. Soon the two explorers begin to hear a strange ringing sound that they believe to be coming from the home's, quote, altar room. A room that is dedicated to Buddhist prayer and sometimes houses altars meant to honor the dead. They go to investigate, and things take a terrifying turn.
How terrifying are we talking?
聞こえるよね。聞こえる。もう絶対聞こえてるよね。聞こえてる。リンっていうの。
なんか
鐘というか。
そう。あの音だよね。あの音。確実に。
ちょっと戻るか。いや別に何も変わったとかない。
Oh, hell no.
閉めてないやん。
いやいや、閉めた。ちょっと。
Uh-oh.
さっき出るときさ、閉めたよ。
いや、閉めてないでしょ。
いやいや、閉めた。いや、確実に閉めてる。
ちょっと一回閉めよう。
I ask again, did you see it? Right after Tomo and Hiro enter the altar room and Tomo is closing the door, a pair of feet can be seen once again, but this time much closer. What makes the footage even creepier is that only moments earlier in this same spot, there was nothing there. Whatever is in the home with the two investigators seems to be following them. And then when they turn their back, the sliding door seems to open on its own. Hiro decides to do a solo investigation in the altar room in the hopes of capturing any paranormal activity. He sets up a static camera and then just sits in the dark and waits. After 30 minutes, nothing has happened. So Hiro gets a bit bored and decides to go check out another room. And this is when things get truly bizarre.
Hell no. Hell to the no. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Is that feet steps? Oh! Run for your lives! Every man for himself! Run, bitch! Run, ho!
Hiro hears a sliding door move on its own, and he discovers that the door to the altar room has once again mysteriously opened on its own. The investigator hears the bizarre ringing sound again, and when he turns around, he sees the creepy face of something staring back at him through the sliding door. Hiro gathers his courage and approaches the door. He opens it, and the face disappears into thin air. There's no one there. So did Hiro and Tomo capture paranormal evidence of a haunted home?
You think?
Could it be the restless spirits of the family who mysteriously disappeared? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video over on the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film.
This guy is so dumb, dude. What? I was about to say nudes. I'm glad I didn't. Would have sounded bad.
The top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Thing in the road. The Cipali Toll Road in West Java, Indonesia is known for two things: frequent traffic accidents and reports of strange supernatural sightings along the roadway. This bizarre dashcam footage almost captures both.
I'll take a, I think it's an AK-47. I'll take a, what the fuck was that? Nigga! The fuck? I'll take a,
The video, which was recorded just after midnight, is bizarre enough even at normal speed. But slowed down, it becomes downright terrifying.
oh my god.
Some strange misshapen thing appears to be simply standing in the middle of the
That
road.
is horrifying.
Locals believe this to be a ghost caught on camera. But
I'll take
what do you
2
think?
bags of Funyuns and 2 bags of spicy Doritos.
The Silmar Ghost.
Yeah.
Parent Anna Diano was attending a high school football game at Silmar High School in Los Angeles, California. She was recording her daughter Mariella doing a cheerleading routine when she caught this strange footage.
I definitely do want to order some food. Shit.
Students at the school have started to refer to the footage as the Silmar Ghost.
What do you think? It don't look Photoshop, it looks real as real can be.
CBS 2 News in Los Angeles asked
We about
Anna's
to order
daughter
Chinese
if the
food. What you
cell
guys- what you
footage
guys
had been
want?
edited.
She doesn't even know how to work her phone, so no.
So is this a bizarre phone glitch or a ghost caught on camera? You decide.
More than likely both.
The Ghost of Carmel, Maine.
Hello and welcome to Ghost of Carmel, Maine.
In a previous video about ghosts and shadow people, I've talked about Kent Burris and his channel, The Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Ghosts of Carmel. A man named Kent says that he began to experience strange occurrences after moving into his house in Carmel, Maine. He found that his house had once been owned by an undertaker, and that the residence served as a funeral home from the years 1906 to 1919. Kent claims that his house is very supernaturally active and is haunted by multiple ghosts and strange beings.
Hello. Okay, there he is, in the window again. Went under the bed.
Come on! What the fuck? Damn it! Maybe you can see the chat. Why would you look for it?
here.
Now, if you're wondering why Kent's reaction is so casual in a situation that would absolutely horrify most of us, well, he says he's had hundreds of these bizarre encounters while living in his haunted home.
Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No! Oh.
To see all of Kent's ghost investigations and more of his terrifying paranormal footage, I highly recommend checking out his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. The Night Visitor. Twitter user Cheyenne Rachel posted that her dad claimed that when he slept at night, he felt like something was messing with his sheets, and that he sometimes got the eerie impression that someone was sitting on his bed. He set up a camera to record overnight, and this is what he caught. It actually looks like someone sits up in the bed and then just kind of sinks down into the sheets. But is it just the bed covers moving in a bizarre way, or something paranormal? And why does this look like a head that just seems to disappear?
I don't trust that shit.
Exploring the Asylum. On the Urban Exploration channel, Exploring with Mikhail, they explore the old abandoned South Carolina mental asylum.
I don't
Built in
even know who Sean
1820,
Davis is.
This building was one of the first mental hospitals in the U.S. It goes without saying that the old asylum has a long, dark history.
Hey, yo, hey, can you do me a favor?
Cal and her friends are walking along the third floor of the creepy hospital when she hears an odd noise coming from one of the old patient restrooms.
Oh, look at that.
The Walter Prize. I don't trust that shit. You ban him? Cool. I hope you didn't throw out Yasik. Yo, Yasik, what you doing?
You might wonder why the video abruptly cuts out right after the strange incident with the blinds. And so did I. So I asked Mikhail if there was more footage, and she explained that bizarrely, the camera on her phone just froze right after the incident. Now, at first that might seem a bit suspicious, but Mikhail was nice enough to even send me a screen cap of the raw video from her phone to prove the strange lockup.
Yo, that's real shit, bomb boy. Can I get in your Discord? Yeah, you can. Marion Bird, why do you sound familiar? Do I know you from somewhere, Marion? Yo, can I get back in your Discord? I don't trust that, man. That means you fucked up and got thrown out.
Or is it just the wind doing some very bizarre things with the blinds? And a glitchy phone. The Sad Observer. This next clip was a private video uploaded to YouTube 6 years ago. A man named Oscar and his family were out having a fun day at a nearby creek. When they checked their footage back, it turned out they were not alone.
Uy, güey. ¿Por qué no me dijeron? Mira. Ay.
The pale image of a little girl in white can be seen sadly watching them from the creek's edge.
Nah, she jealous.
Oscar claims that there was no little girl there when they filmed the original video. At least,
Funyuns,
not that they could see.
2 bags of Funyuns and 2 bags of spicy Doritos.
A walk in the woods. This next video was sent in to me by a viewer. He says that the video was recorded by his brother Carlos, who would often film himself on hiking treks through the forest of El Mascal, a rural area of Barcelona, Spain. This video was recorded in 2016. Carlos has not gone on a nighttime hike.
Yo, that's what's up, Julian
ever
Mills.
since.
Best of wishes to you, bro. What the fuck is this? Why are we in the forest? What are we doing? Oh. That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I don't fuck with that Slender Man shit. What's good? What's really good? Run, bitch! Run! Yep, you gotta get the hell out of that. Bro, why are you even there? This is what happens when you don't have a job, guys. This is what happens. Nigga! What are you doing? Idiot! Fucking stupid. Stupid. This guy is so dumb, dude. Whoa!
So, what do you think? Is this a paranormal encounter or a ghost caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Runner. A man and his wife moved to a new house in the wilderness in Bradford, Pennsylvania.
I don't trust this.
He decides to record a video to send back to his family in California
Yeah, that nigga dead.
to show them their new place.
That's for real, for real.
But he catches something that he didn't expect.
And we're walking. No more holding her purse. Ooh, what is that in the tree way up there?
A lion.
Look.
Where?
The dark part of it is there.
Dark?
Did you see it?
No. You better tell me before we get too close.
Right up there.
And up?
Yeah, way at the very top.
You're tripping. Point it out with the camera. Oh, never mind.
It's just part of the tree then, I guess.
Okay, then stop trying to freak people out and follow me. Hold on. Got it?
Yeah.
There's the bonfire pit. Whoa. That was weird.
What?
I just saw something run across the screen.
You liar.
What is that? Who stopped this?
I don't know, man.
No, it was like a shadow. How do I stop this?
A strange mist that almost looks like running legs comes out of nowhere and disappears behind a bush.
Damn!
Is this something paranormal? Or just some bizarre natural phenomenon?
It's definitely not good, nigga.
Deja vu. Two guys on a motorcycle are riding along a lonely back road toward the city of Uti, India, when they spot something a bit strange along the road. The riders are speaking the language Tamil, but you don't really need to understand their words to hear just how freaked out they are. As they continue down the road, they calm down a bit, but then this. And there the video just sort of cuts out. Now, some viewers think that the writer's terrified reactions make the video seem very real. But what do you think? How would you react to repeatedly seeing this on the road? Footsteps.
What work do you do?
Popular French YouTuber GooseDX does a very creepy paranormal and ghost hunting series called Chasseur de Fantômes, which in English simply translates to Ghost Hunter. In the series, he travels around to remote locations in France to investigate reports of haunted locations and paranormal activity. In this episode, GooseDX spends the night in a haunted house where the owners describe multiple disturbing occurrences. Water puddles in the floor, even though there is no rain or leaks. Things go missing around the house only to show up later in odd locations. But the late night sounds are the most disturbing of all. Doors can be heard opening and closing on their own. Strange voices call out in the night.
No.
And
To the
loud footsteps
no.
can be heard pacing the halls and clambering up the attic steps.
Hell to the no.
GooseDX spends the night in a bedroom right beside the attic stairs.
No. 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 No.
C'est chaud là quand même.
No. No.
T'as l'impression que quelqu'un marche dans les escaliers quoi.
No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Don't do this. Please, don't do this.
C'est pas possible. On a l'impression qu'il y a quelqu'un qui marche dans l'escalier ou à l'étage, je sais pas, dans une pièce. Je vais aller voir ce qui se passe.
This is not the time to be brave. Don't you do this. Man, this nigga about to die. This nigga about to die hard as shit. Don't you do it. No. No.
After hearing loud footsteps on the attic stairs, GooseDX opens the door to find nothing. He checks, but no one is in the house. When he climbs the stairs, he finds that the attic light is on, even though that he's certain that he turned all the lights off before bed. GooseDX has no idea what caused the loud footsteps on the stairs. So, if you speak a little French, you can check out the rest of the ghost hunting series over on the YouTube channel, GooseDX. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at NukesTop5. Something in the sewer. Now, this next strange video was recorded for educational purposes by the Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department. The clips were actually filmed as an educational video for kids to show children what you can and can't flush down a toilet. The footage shows a robotic camera being guided through a long sewer system. Everything appears normal until the camera approaches something very strange in the dark water.
It's swimming in the poop! Now I want to know!
Something that almost looks like a small headless pale torso appears to be disturbed by the camera, and a creepy looking hand seems to reach out and attempt to grab at the lens. Now, I have no idea what this is, and neither does anyone at the Athens Public Utilities Department. They claim the footage is still under investigation. So for now, this eerie figure is a complete and total mystery.
Well, I guess we know where the poop monster from Conker's Bad Fur Day comes from. Delicious.
The Ghosts of the Queen Mary. Paranormal investigator and author Brandon Alvis, who some of you might know from the popular TV series Ghost Hunters.
I had a party on the Queen Mary. I DJ'd a 1,000 people party for TwitchCon like 3 years ago. Now I had to hijack the DJ equipment, but once I threw on some Bodak Yellow, bro, they was with it. I ran when security got there because I thought they was coming for me, which they was. I did such a good job, they ended up hiring me as the DJ. I lit that shit up!
Has dedicated many years of his life to researching and recording the paranormal.
Why?
But even for Brandon, there is one investigation that stands out as particularly creepy. And that is the investigation of the historic RMS Queen Mary. The RMS Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967. Serving as both a cruise ship and even an Allied troop ship during World War II.
Damn.
The ship has seen its fair share of tragic deaths, one of them being that of a little girl who drowned in the ship's swimming pool.
What the fuck?
Many visitors and employees claim that the ship's swimming pool area is very haunted, and some even say that they've seen the spirits of both women and children dressed in 1930s style swimsuits.
No.
While investigating the swimming pool area, Brandon and a fellow investigator both hear something disturbing.
No. No.
Come closer. No way. Get out. Get out.
An unknown voice yells out from somewhere nearby.
Y'all better show the footage! Get out!
But that's not all that Brandon captured on the RMS Queen Mary. Now, Brandon is completely alone except for one other investigator and a security guard.
Why?
The pool is empty and is no longer in use, and the area is off limits to all other guests. So what happens next is truly chilling.
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this.
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen in one of the swimming pool changing stalls. The chilling figure appears to have glowing eyes as it watches the small group from the shadows. Brandon says that they did not see anything at the time of the recording. So just who or what is lurking in the dark? Let me know what you think.
No.
You can read about Brandon Alvis's spooky experiences while investigating haunted places in his new book, Elements of a Haunting.
I don't like it.
Cradle Creeper.
No, I don't like
Proud
it.
parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life.
I don't like this.
So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked.
I don't. Under the crib in a tiny space we kept box closed. Absolutely no room for a person. No. I don't like. Oh! What's going on? Hey! Don't you do this! Hold on now! What is that? What the hell? You better get your baby, bitch! Run, bitch!
Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then, what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Rin May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, But Dad Stewart hears a noise and wakes up. And just as Stewart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stewart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera.
What the fuck?
Haunted by the past. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown is joined by his friend Tony as they set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Knowlton Church in Dorset, England.
I would never do this job.
The ancient church has been left in ruins, sitting in an empty field. However, this wasn't always the case. Over 500 years ago, the church was surrounded by a thriving English village. Then, tragedy struck. In the year 1485, all of the village's inhabitants, men, women, and children, were struck down by the sickness of the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death. No one in the village survived. The old crumbling church is said to be forever haunted by their spirits. So, cut back to modern times, and in the dark of night, the two investigator team Hunting the Unknown explored the old Knowlton Church. They get a few responses from their spirit box, and their motion-activated lights are triggered a few times, but nothing too dramatic. That is, except for when they start to explore with their thermal camera. What they catch is shocking.
So guys, we're going to try something new. We've got a thermal camera attached to my phone. We're going to try and turn it on and see if we can try and see anything on camera. The balls are still going like this, so we're going to try and aim it in this direction and see what we can get. So let's get into that. I don't know if that camera... Oh, what? Oh man, what the we just caught? What? What the is that? Oh, no way. Literally just there, mate.
Do it again. It's there. Whatever it is, it's there, bro. Mate, that's a person.
Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
Yeah.
Like here.
Over in the corner.
He runs off
You better
here.
get the hell out of there and just go play Pokemon
And it
Go.
goes like that. Into him.
Your
Done
ass
it.
better go play Pokemon Go. Get the hell out of that.
Come on.
Run away.
A childlike figure can be seen running past Alex and then disappearing right into a solid stone wall. The investigators are shocked by their capture of what appears to be a child spirit running around in the church. So could this be the ghost of a little boy or girl who was one of the tragic victims of the plague so many centuries ago? Let me know your thoughts down below. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be a Newbern haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife, and two young children live in a beautiful home in Newbern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of two unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard.
Damn, she was killing people? Somebody's grandma was lit.
Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off just so y'all know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Bro, these sound effects though.
Tail down. Oh.
None.
I posted it.
Footsteps in attic as he completely freezes up. Bro. Bro, look at the dog!
See, me and him both heard that. And see, now he's gonna fucking run and leave me up here like a douchebag.
Yep.
See? Straight up.
Sam says that not only does the house have an odd history, but an odd layout as well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere, and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located, he captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is if you're on the bottom floor. Yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8, so you're looking at least 18 feet from your feet coming down.
What happened? I ain't seen nothing.
Why the f?
A strange shadow figure can be seen and 2 different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor. Why the f?
Sam has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds throughout his house.
No.
He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core.
No. 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 No! I don't get it. Is that a cat? No, no, no.
Holy.
What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day. A white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly back and forth. Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok following is undecided on whether to believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real supernatural activity?
How are you still
or
in the
just
house?
some very good editing?
Why are you still in the house?
As always, I leave that up to you to decide. The Village of Shadows. Japanese paranormal YouTuber Takachi Camera travels to a creepy abandoned village somewhere in the mountains of Japan. Over the years, many curious visitors to the old deserted village have claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity. So the YouTuber decides to see for himself if the ghost stories are true. Takachi goes inside one of the few remaining homes in the village to start his investigation. But no sooner than he gets all of his camera equipment set up, he starts to hear strange footsteps just outside the building.
Run away! Quit playing! No! 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 Mother, what?
Takachi watches in horror as someone seems to be walking around his equipment just outside the abandoned home. Fearing the worst, Takachi believes that there might be squatters or other people roaming around the abandoned village. He decides that the situation is just too unsafe and decides to leave. Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Takachi has no idea that this isn't the only spooky event that he recorded that night. Later, he's checking back over his footage, and he notices that as he was recording his video intro, he caught something absolutely chilling.
っと待って。いや、ちょっと待って。足音めっちゃ聞こえるって。嘘やろ。ちょっと待って。What are you doing, bro? Just get a regular job! 皆様お久しぶりでございます。今日はですね、とある配送に来ているんですけれども、僕の動画を見ていただいている方の中には幽霊の存在を信じてない方も多いかと思います。僕もですね、今までいろんな心霊スポットに行ってとても危険な目に遭ってきました。ですが幽霊の存在を 100% 信じているわけではありません。なので今日もですね、いろんな取れ高アイテムを持ってきましたので、それを使って幽霊の存在を証明していきたいと思います。来てるな。I think they're here. What? Who's here? What? Say what? Yo!
Takuchi is completely unaware that just behind him, a bizarre shadow-like figure is slowly approaching. So could it be that the paranormal YouTuber captured one of the spirits that previous visitors claimed to have seen? Or just what is this? Let me know what you think.
Hey, no, don't trust no!
Coming up in this video... Do you seek out the forbidden? Then this list is for you. These 30 scary videos are barely allowed on the internet. Number 30, the woman in the black dress. Ever heard of the legend of the woman in the black dress?
No.
Neither had I until I saw the YouTube team Cazadores de Sombras investigate it. According to legend, the woman appears to men who have committed some moral transgression. Let's see if these men have.
Tem alguma entidade aqui?
What's that?
Que isso? Ô galera, você ouviu isso?
Something is in this haunted house with him, and it's feeding off his fear.
I don't see it.
Quem fez isso?
That's special effects. I don't hear this.
Tem alguém aqui.
The being in the doorway appears like a scratchy, dark shadow figure. After fleeing from it, for some reason, he re-enters the house, and you can hear it's still there.
Yuri? Ô, mano, tá brincando, mano? Onde é que você tá? Onde você tá, mano? Ô, Yuri. Que isso?
Okay, that's scarier.
As I mentioned, according to legend, this woman appears to men who have committed some moral transgression. But then, does that mean her appearance to this team implies they have? That's certainly chilling to think about. Number 29, Haunted Brookstown Inn. While staying the night at the Haunted Brookstown Inn in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the YouTube team Just Ghoulie Things is pushed down the stairs by a ghost.
Okay. Clumsy hoe! You clumsy!
Something pushed me.
Anybody could push you, bitch?
Are you serious?
Her feet seem to slip right out from under her, and she says she felt like she was pushed.
Nigga. Get up, you silly bitch!
I don't know about this one. It looks like she's taking small enough steps to where she would have been solid in her descent. So this suggests to me she was pushed.
Nah, that bitch was flimsy. This bitch is flimsy. There ain't no slow motion that kept that
But
one.
then again, those stairs look slippery. What do you think happened here? Number 28, hospital capture. Everyone must meet their demise when their time comes. Shared by YouTube channel Paranormal Man, this video is trending in the Japanese-speaking YouTube community. Its original source is from a TikToker. Captured inside a hospital, the video leaves viewers wondering if this figure is what leads us to the other side.
No. No. That doesn't look like our...
Well, some think this may be the Angel of Death. Others are considering the Grim Reaper or some other cruel entity.
I'll smash. I'll still smash. Spray the club up. Spray the club up. Spray the club up.
The figure
bitch.
leers over the patient, still in silence. Will it help him cross over?
I give her ass the ho-ho-ho. Don't learn today,
If this
bitch.
is what leads you into the afterlife, then I feel rightfully terrified. Number 27, terrifying poltergeist. YouTuber Andrew Duffy calls this the most terrifying night of his life, and that's because he is confronted with powerful poltergeist activity.
If there's anything here with us right now, any evil spirit
I don't like this. I don't like this.
What the hell's that? What is it? What is it? Hold
on now. Hey! Hey! What are we doing?
After hearing glass smashing, Danny is pushed hard onto the floor. They race out of the room and down the stairs,
That nigga wasn't pushing. He needed life alert.
where they reassess.
1 minute. Come on, we need to get out of here, man. 1 minute, I think we stayed. Whoa, was that something else? I know, he's there, I just heard another noise. There's something definitely in here. This is poltergeist activity.
I think it was poltergeist activity for sure, and here's more of it for good measure.
Really?
Guys, I am getting out of here. I have just been pushed by something. Honestly, I'm still shaking. I'm getting out of here right now. It's still going on. It's still going on. Wait.
That'll do for tonight, at least for this paranormal team. From the sound of it, this poltergeist wasn't happy to have them around, and I think they were spot on to get out of there post-haste. Number 26, light figure. Is this Tinkerbell?
Motherfucker.
Redditor FlickMe666 would like to put their friend's mind at ease. The Redditor's friend captured this strange figure on their CCTV, and although they initially thought it was a bug, its glow looks pretty intense. The Redditor asks other Redditors what they think it might be, and they have answers.
Looks like a ghost child on a very angry tricycle. What the fuck is it? I hate when you decide to catch on fire and invade my garden. That don't look like a drone, bro.
But Redditor Corbin Kangaroo has probably the most logical answer.
Looks like a refreshing window of someone using their phone. Nah, bro.
The more I look at it, the more I think this is probably on the right track, but I'm still hoping it's Tinkerbell.
I don't trust it.
Number 25, scare at the sanitarium. Some ghosts are so dramatic. YouTube team Project Fear shares this scare at the sanitarium. First, they hear a girl's voice.
Could have came from any single door at any single... That was a girl's high-pitched voice. Hello?
And then this happens.
That door just shut! That door just shut!
I'll give
that door at the very end of the hall just shut!
He picks up the camera to go and check it out.
No.
Shut! I hope I caught that on camera. No way.
No way.
And it's leaving me in utter terror. Number 24, Haunted Doll. A live stream with YouTube team SS3 Paranormal reveals a haunted doll self-activating.
Have you got any booze? I have got some cherry rum. Oh. Yes!
The doll is touch activated, so this response to their question is intriguing, and shortly after, the doll's light is triggered again.
That was a horror doll, which you had to touch it for it to go off. That was mine. Oh, was that right? That's the only thing we should... That was mine. I think someone was some cherry rum. Oh my God.
The ladies seem happily astonished, but I'm just left with the chills after seeing this. I'd be afraid that this doll was going to come alive at night. Number 23, Cafe Poltergeist. No need to write a Yelp review. Just chuck your plate off the table. YouTube channel Behind a Side shares this footage of a poltergeist having a cuppa. Keep an eye on the table in the forefront.
Hell no. Okay, that's real. That's real. Nope.
Chairs scrape away from the table, and a napkin falls to the floor, but then things get aggressive. This poltergeist is sending back his dinner. Here it is again, close up. The activity appears to happen in sequence. I think the small movements are too jarring to be the air conditioning turning on, or some other explainable disturbance, and the more extreme ones, like the chair moving and the plate flying off the table, are clearly paranormal in my opinion. Number 22, Dog Sees Something. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Lucky1196, this Redditor wrote, "Can you see what these dogs see? I think this may be a re-upload, but I'm unsure about the original source or where this video was taken. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about." There was certainly some debate about this video in the comments. Busy Bunch 5050 wrote, "I mean, I would be checking if that dude needed medical help." While Sid Hearth Dakua 02 wrote, "It's fake." Personally, I don't think it's fake because I can see the figure that is alerting the dogs. I think the big question now is if it's a human being or something paranormal. Which side are you on here? Let me know in the comments.
Probably a black guy.
Number 21. Goatman Bridge.
Oh, snap.
While investigating the haunted Goatman Bridge, Angelo from YouTube team Exploring with Angelo becomes momentarily possessed. In the forest around the bridge, he sees this particular tree that puts him on edge.
I don't know what it is, but there's something drawing me to that tree. There's like so many things moving.
Then he starts to feel nauseous.
Okay.
What just happened?
Thought I was gonna throw up there for a second. Holy.
Funny because I had a couple nauseous spells. I just didn't say anything.
And he starts behaving strangely and seeing things.
You just a weirdo, nigga.
What?
Boo.
No, he's right there.
He's
really, nigga.
A moment later, this happens.
You see something?
He's right there.
Are you okay?
Huh?
You see something?
Yeah, he's literally right there.
You gonna see somebody in the forest, in the dark forest where you're there hunting ghosts. Someone that your friend says you don't see, and you gonna go towards it and calmly talk about it with your friend? Come on, bruh.
Right there.
I don't even listen to Lil Boosie.
Okay, He's
Come
starting to freak
on,
me out right
man.
now. What the?
Nigga, please.
What's going on right now?
There.
You keep getting further and further.
Yeah, but he's right
Boo,
there.
nigga.
The mystery continues.
I don't see anything, dude.
Right
Boo,
there.
nigga.
What the heck are you seeing?
Just come.
Just come.
I don't know if he should listen, but he does.
You don't see it?
What?
Then, as they're standing there,
Those, dude, come on, man. We gotta get out of here. You didn't hear that? Dude,
come on.
Where are you going?
Boo.
Did you just hear those footsteps running? Where are you going?
Boo.
Ange, we gotta go.
Nigga.
after hearing those terrifying footsteps running at him, Frank is led by Angelo deeper into the forest, but after tripping, Angelo seems to snap out of it.
The only thing y'all missing is kicking a map into the river and then ending up in some random house where you're staring into a wall and no one ever saw you again. Come on, bruh.
What?
What?
Do you not remember just standing by the water there?
I never went by the
Y'all
water. What are you
zesty.
talking about?
We should go. I have the footage. I'll show you. Do you understand where we are right now?
Did we pass the creek?
A long time.
What came over him? The guys think it was a possession, and he does appear to be in a trance to me. But what he saw is a mystery to us all. I have a feeling it's whatever came running at Frank.
Dude.
Number 20, Home Alone. What would you do if you heard a laugh like the Joker while home alone? Redditor Pocky Shields says he captured this on video right before running to his car.
I don't know what the that noise is, but it keeps happening.
If you didn't hear it now, it happens again at the end of the clip.
Ooh, no.
That is the creepiest thing I've ever heard. It almost sounds to me like laughter from a creepy child's toy, but many in the comments think it can be explained.
Ooh, no.
Owl or not, I think that laughter is nightmare fuel. Number 19, Haunted Funeral Home. Steve and Dylan from YouTube team Haunted Nights head to the haunted Broadwell Funeral Home in Felicity, Ohio. One of the creepiest parts of the video is captured while they're explaining the history of the place. And it's YouTuber Sparksy8340 that catches it. A translucent looking figure passes by across the street as Steve is walking. Watch right next to his neck.
Operated downstairs. They would run it as such until 1976 when Carl also wanted to retire.
It appears again when the camera returns to him.
We just use the house as a private residence,
that's
not
a
running any
person.
sort of business out of it.
Could just be the lighting and camera quality. But later on, as they're starting up an Estes session, a baby or child's giggle is heard. This again is captured by YouTuber BeccaBoo3397.
I think they're ready to communicate. I don't know who's up there, but I don't think they're super excited that we're here.
Did you hear it? That gives me chills, especially because during the session, this intelligent exchange happens.
So I said demons. Demons followed us? I don't believe you.
Don't say that. Oh, that was weird. It was a woman. I just got the chills. It was like a woman's voice. It was like, don't say that.
This is only scratching the surface of this investigation, and I'm already convinced that this place is beyond haunted. Number 18, Aokigahara Forest. In the 9th century, Mount Fuji erupted over 6 months, burying entire villages. This led to dense forest growing over a massive lava field known as Aokigahara, or the Sea of Trees. YouTuber Steve Ronan visits Japan's most haunted forest, and he is in danger. While standing and talking in the darkness, a loud roar is heard off screen. The strangest thing about this is the guys don't seem to notice or acknowledge it.
The capture.
Wait, what is an SOS?
SOS.
Obviously I know what SOS means.
They're hearing things though, and the spirits give them a clue.
Strangled.
Again! Bro, that was a weird voice because it sounded like from there and then just circled around us.
It just said strangled again as well.
This could be a different
Double?
person now.
Strangled again?
They speak to the spirits with a recording device, and the spirits tell them exactly where they are.
So it sounded like this is
hang on, let me...
What is this? Are they reaching out from the beyond? I don't know if it's just my knowledge about this place's haunted history, but the ambiance here makes me feel unsettled, and that roar is going to haunt me.
These niggas need jobs.
Wait, what?
These
what
niggas
is
need
an
jobs.
SOS.
Number 17, Trickster. Are ghosts playing games with us? YouTuber Eugene from Dark Mystic thinks something was trying to trick him in this haunted house. It starts out with some subtle noises. But soon there's no denying something is here. A Steadicam captures this. And later, Eugene is confronted with more unexplained noise. Strange bumping is again captured on Steadicam in the next room.
Is a ghost in there fucking?
And after receiving this mysterious message, you start wondering if someone is trapped here.
Найди мне ее.
It sounds like she is trapped in this cupboard.
Найди мне ее.
Is a demon trying to trick Eugene? Or is a lost soul really trapped here? I don't think I'd take my chances with this one. Number 16, Astoria Underground. No one makes it through the night in the Astoria Underground, but YouTube team Twin Paranormal are going to test their limits. As they begin their investigation, they hear footsteps from someone unknown.
Give us a sign what direction you'd like us to go next.
Is any of the devices that are to my left?
Nobody is here. That sounded like concrete.
A moment later, they hear knocking, and all their devices are triggered at once.
Please give us a sign.
As soon as you said that, all lit to red.
Really?
I did it again.
What the?
They communicate with the spirits and receive an eerie response.
No way. Please come in here if you are.
This is followed by some thumps.
We know they're not over there.
No. And they only get louder.
Oh shit! What was that? I don't know what that was.
And louder.
Oh.
When they ask the spirit to move something, they get it handed to them.
Come on, you can move something if you'd like. That beautiful vase that's up on the shelf. Do not be scared to show yourself and show us that you're here. Hang on.
Something fell onto the doll, and the doll...
It's becoming clearer and clearer why nobody makes it through the night here. Astoria Underground is haunted. And I'm starting to feel like the best thing to do is get away from here ASAP. Number 15, Room of the Jinn. When you mess with the Jinn, you're messing with darkness. YouTube team Wokayata Official finds that out when they have this evil encounter in the Jinn's favorite haunt.
What happened? What happened?
Something is angry, and this team thinks it's the Jinn. As they continue their tour of the house, they get locked in. Is something trying to contain them? They probably should have taken the hint, but they continue in their tour and soon find themselves faced with the same struggle. They finally free themselves, but not without experiencing some true claustrophobia first. This is the most afraid I've been of a Jinn without actually seeing the Jinn itself. Personally, I would not be entering this place again. Number 14, Abandoned Building. When out urbexing, be careful, you may not be alone. YouTubers Chris of C's Crazy Crossroads joins Joe in a search of this abandoned building in Charlotte, but as they enter, they hear a sound upstairs.
Wow.
There's a big smash upstairs.
Oh man. Was there?
Is someone here? They continue through the building, and they're sure people are staying here. They hear another strange noise. It's unclear what noises are coming from them and what noises are coming from someone or something else. Are there squatters in this building? I think that's the most likely scenario, and they don't want to be found. Number 13, The Demon House. What sound do demons make? YouTube team The Ouija Brothers enter the Demon House, one of the UK's most haunted abandoned places. The team senses someone at the back door.
Hello? Oi. No, I don't think so. I thought there was.
Although he doesn't find anyone, I hear a sort of hissing sound as he leans out to look. What was that? He remains at the door for a while, and he hears some knocking.
Someone knock on the window then? Huh? Any of you knock on a window then?
No.
There's someone out here then?
Is something there, either human or paranormal? I can't tell, but the darkness abounds. Number 12, Lost Soul. Is this a little lost soul or pareidolia? YouTuber Christy D Abnormal Paranormal thinks this might be the lost soul of a girl. They share this video. Look closely to see if you can spot her. Do you see her? This will help.
I don't see shit still. Oh, shit, okay.
This was captured outside the window after a friend's funeral. It does look like a young girl's face, and she's wearing a white dress. Some in the comments have seen similar phantoms. Is this a true phantom, or do our collective eyes betray us? I'm leaning towards a phantom, because to me, the features look too highly defined. Number 11, Ohio Cries, submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Durfy405. This Redditor wrote, "Strange noises at night in my home in rural Ohio." Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about. The user explains in the description that they were woken up to these strange noises and their dog barking at them. They've had a hard time sleeping ever since. I'm not sure what to tell you, Durfy, other than maybe it's time to move out. Number 10, 30 East Drive. This is one of the most haunted places in the UK, and an aggressive entity called the Black Monk is said to be its resident ghost. YouTube team KJ Hauntings spends the night here, and they find the Black Monk is up to no good. At one point, they hear someone or something crying. The cry is heard after an earlier noise that also sounds like a cry to me. And those are not the only creepy sounds they hear. They also hear disturbing bangs and bumps, like this one. And this one. Judging by the terrible cries and odd bangs, I think something nefarious is going on here, and if they don't get out of here, soon they will be next. Number 9, The Chainsaw House. The YouTube team Ghosts on Trent investigate a secluded 18th century farmhouse known as the Chainsaw House, and the house does not want them there.
Right, so we've set up a stationary camera downstairs in the main hallway. We've got a REM pod and K2 down there, so if they go off, the camera will pick it up.
When Paul asks the spirit to make noise, you can see the lamp swinging overhead.
Could you please make any kind of noise?
Was that just their own disturbance, or a ghost's? Later, as they're looking upstairs, you can hear something briefly. It sounds like footsteps to me. Do you hear them too? I don't know if these are just ambient noises or spirits, but this place sure gives me the chills, and that's not just due to its nickname. Number 8, a haunting. Can you escape this escape room ghost? YouTube team Ghost Club Paranormal and friends are investigating a Los Angeles-based escape room called The Basement that's been experiencing some serious paranormal activity. Just as Jade is introducing the group, a loud bang resounds in the distance.
Whoa, what was that again?
Hello? Hello?
The team later finds a doll in the middle of the room that none of them saw there before.
Also, wait, what? What?
You know what? That's the first thing I looked at.
Wait, it wasn't there.
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
I looked at that. That's the first thing I noticed.
They're supposed to be in there.
Later, they hear a noise above them.
Whoa. I'm so on edge.
I know, me too. I feel like I'm in like a real life Scooby-Doo scenario now.
Meanwhile, Kelsey Davies and her team capture an EVP on camera in the next room.
Over here.
Oh. And later, both Kelsey and Jade see the same entity.
I swear to when we came out, I thought I saw like the back of somebody's...
Yeah, like running.
No, I swear to God, I thought I saw the back of somebody's leg, just like that, right behind the door.
Was it black, like a shadow?
Yeah, it was literally...
Is someone in here playing around with them? Or is there truly something paranormal in this escape room? Whatever's happening in this scary place, I honestly hope they can escape from it. Number 7. The Forsaken Church. According to YouTuber Alberto Del Arco, even God has abandoned this church. He and his crew visit there, and they find a mysterious document that he's trying to piece together.
¿No dice el año? Espera, creo que esto aquí. Sí, esto aquí. A ver, esto no tiene nada. Aquí hay más.
But as he does, someone is watching over him.
Más luz, por favor.
Oh, no manches.
¿Qué,
güey? Acabo de ver a alguien arriba.
¿Dónde arriba? ¿Allá?
Arriba, sí, en el segundo.
¿En el coro?
Sí.
Pareciera que hay alguien, güey. Creo que lo tengo aquí. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Hola?
Does this figure not want them putting the pieces of the puzzle together? Or was there even anyone there at all?
Más luz, por favor.
Oh, no manches.
¿Qué,
güey?
Kind of looked like somebody a little bit.
It does look like there's a momentary shadow up there, but I can't really tell if it's a figure or just a shift in the light.
Más luz, por favor. Oh, no manches. ¿Qué, güey? Acabo de ver a alguien arriba.
What do you see? Although I can't say I'm positive, I hope this pseudo figure is part of this mystery in the making. Number 6. Dark Web Box. If you order a mystery box from the dark web, beware. You're likely to receive a curse. YouTuber Crypto NWO opens up this dark web box on camera, and what he finds is mysterious.
Check out what's on this little mini phone. I have to.
And we can assume the mini phone's contents are jaw-dropping. He gets it charging.
Yes, type micro B. Oh my.
And returns to opening dark web items.
Oh my, why does it smell like mothballs? Oh my, why am I not wearing gloves?
But this is the truly creepy part. After going to get gloves, this gloved hand appears.
Really, nigga? Really, nigga?
So mad at myself right now.
That was more chilling than the boxed contents. Although we don't get to see what was on the mini phone in this video, I think it's safe to say that this box is cursed. And now, the gloved hand is wandering disembodied around Kevin's house. Number 5. Derelict Asylum. Connor from the YouTube channel The Explorer Returns joins Kaylee and Andrew in exploring this derelict asylum, and while they're walking through, this happens.
Bro, the door just moved by itself. Which door was it? The door just moved by itself. I was looking at that.
I've gone cold.
As they approach it, I can hear another sound in the background, and Andrew says he hears something.
Sounded further though.
Do you just hear the giggling? Do you not just hear the
Yeah,
giggling?
I heard something.
Just
Yeah.
one,
This is the floor where the woman laughed at me as well.
They venture upstairs where they hear more.
Someone just knocked. Someone just tapped twice.
Boo! The person who sent this to me, I cannot wait to throw you out. Can't wait to throw you out. Because this ain't scaring me at all. Not at all.
Alive or spirit, there is definitely something here, and it's watching them.
Is there anyone here?
Yo, the doors moved on its own. That is incredible. What the Yo.
I don't want to do this. This is getting...
Calm.
When they finally had enough, they're on their way out of the building when this happens.
No, I'll go second because
I can't. No. Something just got thrown at me. Something just got thrown at me. It hit the glass. It hit the glass below my feet. It hit the glass below foot. No, I'm out, man.
I don't know what that was, but I do know one thing. Whatever is here is not happy with their presence. Number 4, Ridgely Asylum. Located in Lancaster, Ridgely Asylum is supposedly haunted, and while visiting the derelict asylum, YouTube team Explore Beyond is being watched. The team captures a man's laugh on camera as they attempt to communicate with the spirits there.
Can come and talk to us.
Did you hear that man's voice? Yeah.
I heard that one.
It sounded like a laugh to me.
As they continue exploring, Simon gets a strange feeling.
I know no word of a lie. I was just stood here facing Sylvia, and as I turned, I'm unsure there was somebody stood behind me. It freaked me out.
Is someone there, stalking them? That laugh would suggest so.
Can come and talk to us.
Personally, that's what I think it is. Number 3, Abandoned House. YouTube team Is It Haunted sets out on a hair-raising adventure in this abandoned house, only to discover it just might be haunted. Early on, they hear some tapping noises.
Hello?
And this happens again.
Sorry, I'm just moving back a little bit. I can't tell where it's coming from.
And again.
Are you back on stairs? Oh, shit. Whoa, fucking hell. Gosh, move. I just nearly fucking dropped me here.
And a moment later, this goes on.
Right. No. Did you hear that then?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So is it haunted? With this evidence, I think the team has been delivered a pretty resounding answer. Yes. No. Number 2, Angry Kitchen Poltergeist. This angry poltergeist is remodeling your kitchen. TikToker Southern Haunts shares this footage of incredibly loud poltergeist activity at night.
Okay, this looks real.
This spirit's energy feels pretty heavy to me. Imagine walking up to this mess in your kitchen. If I lived here, I'd be saging the place and dousing it in holy water as part of my daily routine. Number 1, the heebie-jeebies. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. The YouTube team Ministry of Darkness enters this haunted church, and they don't like what they find. Inside, they quickly find creepy markings.
That's definitely some form. Whoa! Okay, I think that's a bird. I don't like this place, Dave. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
They continue their investigation and get a response from something.
I'm cool.
Oh, hello.
What the?
hold on. Hello?
Eventually, they have enough playing around and try sending the devil back to its home.
We'll get serious, won't we, Altona?
Yeah, indeed.
We all know we're going to send you back where you belong. You stupid, ridiculous demon. You ready for that, Satan?
The video ends before we see the conclusion of their tour. All I can say is I hope everyone made it out okay, and I'll be staying far away from this haunted place.
I've always had a innate fear of the night. Not so much the dark, but the night itself. As a child, my imagination was overcome with stories of creatures that come alive at night and the safety offered by a house and light. I never had anything to base this fear on, until a night when I decided to go with a buddy of mine to a baseball game and got stuck at a light at 2 a.m. after dropping him off at home. Of course, that night, the game went into extra innings, and so I didn't get a chance to drop my friend off back home until well after 1 a.m. Everything was fine on the way home until I hit a light right before the street that led to my house. It was a T-junction, and I was turning left. The light is one of those that you think is broken until it finally turns green right when you finally decide to just run it. So, of course, I pulled
I've had that crap happen to me so many freaking times.
up right as the light turned red. I would have just run the light, seeing as no one was there and it was closing in on 2 a.m. on a school night. But earlier that week I had heard the phrase, character is what you do when no one is looking, and for whatever reason, that was the night I decided to prove to myself that I was a man of character. Big mistake. I pulled to a stop at the light, feeling good about myself, bordering on self-righteous, when I happened to look out of my window to my left and noticed a lady sitting all alone on a bus bench. We made brief eye contact and I quickly looked away. It was too late. I could see movement out of my peripheral vision and knew she was coming my way. I looked out the window and noticed she was carrying a bag.
This music is so freaking creepy, dude. Well done.
I quickly checked that my doors were locked and that all my windows were up. I then moved my right foot above the accelerator just in case and braced myself for what was to come. I was hoping it would just be an awkward exchange and was praying for a quick light change before she reached me so I could just get out of there. But I knew there was a slim chance of that. She walked right up to my window, put down her bag, and began to tap on my window. I nervously looked up at her.
Oh, no. Dude, put sound effects in these.
She mentioned for me to put my window down. I had automatic windows, so I just imagined pushing too hard on the window button and that thing just coming all the way down. So I took a deep breath and lightly flicked it with my finger. The window moved microscopically down, but she didn't seem to notice or care. She then leaned in and began to talk. She said,
"My boyfriend beat me up. I have a friend who lives down the street. Can you give me a ride?"
I should stop and give you a brief physical description of the bag lady. She was small and skinny and kind of an indeterminate age. She was either in her mid-20s and had lived a hard 20-plus years on the street, or she was 60-something years old who had lived a moderately hard life on the street. All that to say, just by looking at her, there was no way to verify her story. She looked beat up by life, not just by a boyfriend. But there was something about her delivery. It was robotic and seemed practiced, like she was disconnected for the moment.
And what's messed up is I would have given her a ride.
That made my skin crawl. And after a brief, maybe about a second debate on whether I should do it, I told her that I had to get home and that I couldn't give her a ride. After my first refusal, she leaned in closer and said the same thing again.
"My boyfriend beat me up. I have a friend who lives down the street. Can you give me a ride?"
Nope.
This time, I felt more confident when I declined to give her a ride and told her I had a curfew and had to get home. She leaned in a third time and began her statement again.
"My boyfriend beat me up.
At this point, the light changed and I slowly lifted my foot off the brake and started slowly rolling forward and began muttering an apology. She didn't move. She just looked at the light, looked down at me, leaned in closer, and said 5 words that have haunted me ever since.
"You made the right decision."
Then she picked up her bag and walked back towards the bench. I peeled out of the intersection and cried and screamed all the way home. I have no idea what she planned to do, or if there were more people waiting to jump in my car from the bushes had I moved to let her in. But that encounter has haunted me ever since, and has confirmed in my mind that nothing good happens after dark.
Oh, God, Jesus. That was literally one of the scariest stories I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even joking you. And that really has scared me, because that's like a fear, you know what I mean? Because you never know what people are really capable of, or what they really want to do, or what their true intentions are. I'm scared, but I'm excited because these are so good. I want to hear more.
During my early 20s, I worked as a meter reader in Iowa City, Iowa. A meter reader is the person who records how much electricity, gas, or water you've used each month. If your meters are on the inside and you want an accurate bill, a meter reader must enter your home whether you're there to let them in or not. Just to clarify, we only entered homes if consent was given when the customer first signed up for service. Customers also provided us with keys if necessary. Entering a home when the owner wasn't there is something that I never got used to. No matter how loudly I knocked, I never shook the uneasy feeling that I wasn't welcome. The inside of a home is the ultimate private space. A home's exterior is just the image of ourselves that we project to the rest of the world. But the further you venture inside, the closer you come to truly seeing what kind of person lives there. And if you want the raw, unfiltered truth, head for the basement. I really hate basements. I've seen walls that look like giant, static-filled TV screens, only until I realized it was roaches scurrying across a white background.
Way to pick the creepiest picture possible for this story, bro.
Cobwebs so thick and dusty that it looked like the cotton candy machine exploded at the Spider County Fair. I've seen rats, snakes, feces, weapons, neglected children, abused pets, homeless squatters, massive hordes, bizarre sexual items, a makeshift meth lab, and even a coffin. There are usually rational explanations for all of these things. Well, maybe not the coffin, but there was one basement where what I found was beyond the grasp of logic, and that's what made it so terrifying. It was an old apartment house. From the outside, it looked like every other house on the block. I entered the back door and found myself at the top of a staircase. I ran my hand along the wall until it grazed a light switch. I flipped the switch, but no lights turned on. I wasn't carrying a flashlight. A typical route involved 5 or 6 hours of walking, so I carried as little as possible. Oftentimes, I used the light from my handheld screen, but it only illuminated whatever was about a foot in front of it. So, armed with the world's worst lantern, I made my way down into the darkness. Once at the bottom, I blindly shuffled across the room, one baby step at a time. With my arms outstretched and head down, I eventually reached the far side of the basement. I shined the dim light from my handheld along the wall and discovered 2 doors. Each door led into its own small room. I chose the door on the right and I found the meter in the far corner. As I entered the reads, I began hearing noises coming from the other room. Something was moving and there was whimpering that grew louder the longer I listened. I eventually realized that it was a dog. It sounded weak and distressed. I tried to open the door, but it was locked. At this point, the dog was scratching the other side of the door. I felt helpless. I reported it when I got back to the office, but I couldn't shake the thought of that dog. It stuck with me over the next month,
Yeah, damn that. You're doing way too much.
Until it was time to return. So there I was, 1 month later, back within that basement. My curiosity got the best of me. I stood outside the door for a few moments, listening. Still nothing. That's when I made a huge mistake. I tried to open the door. I had no more than jiggled the doorknob when I first heard it. Screams. Blood-curdling screams unlike anything I'd ever heard. Sounds that I didn't think a human was even capable of producing. Short, piercing, high-pitched shrieks followed abruptly by a low, drawn-out guttural moan that ultimately formed into something that I can only describe as crying, but much louder. It was all over the place like some sort of psychotic freeform jazz. I stumbled backwards, nearly losing my balance. I shouted something like, there was no doubt that I yelled loud enough for him to hear me. He didn't want my help, he wanted me gone. I fumbled my way through the darkened room toward the exit. When I reached the top of the stairs, I just stood there, listening. I was trying to wrap my mind around what I was hearing. I waited for the screaming to stop, but it never did. When I finally left, it was still as loud and demented as when it began. I felt relieved, but that quickly vanished when I realized I had to do it all over again next month. I report.
The hell you do? Hey, there's not enough money in the world for a job to pay me to get me to go back to that.
As my return drew nearer, a sense of dread grew inside of me. What kind of lunatic sits alone in total darkness and silence? My mind created endless explanations for what kind of hell laid beyond that door. There was no sign of him the next month, or even the next several months. I'd nearly given up on solving the mystery when a stroke of luck pulled me back in. I didn't pay much attention to where she was leading me, until she pointed to a house a little bit up the street. I couldn't believe it. She had moved into the house with the mysterious room in the basement. I said to her, "Look, this sounds weird, but have you noticed anything odd about the basement at this?" But before I could finish my sentence, she blurted out that there was a crazy guy who lives down there. Finally, I had confirmation. She went on to tell me that even though her apartment was in the attic, she often heard him yelling late at night. But that wasn't all. She had actually met him. One day, while walking to her car, she saw him standing in the lawn. He stood perfectly still with no expression on his face. He was directly in her path, so she cautiously made her way around him. She noticed he was staring at her, so she offered a friendly hi as she passed. He had no reaction except for one unsettling exception. He stuck out his tongue, then quickly sucked it back into his mouth and resumed acting like a statue. Thoroughly creeped out, she got into her car and drove away. 2 or 3 months later, I finally met him myself. I entered the back door like I had done so many months before. This time, something was different. There was a light on in the basement. I peered down the staircase. At the bottom, a ragged-looking dog was staring back at me. It was the same dog I'd heard during my first visit. Then I noticed something else. Behind the dog, I could see a pair of bare feet. The ceiling blocked my view of the rest of whoever was standing there, but it didn't matter. I knew it was him. I should have left right then, but I didn't. I know this probably doesn't make any sense, but I shakily called out, "Hey, I'm the meter reader," and started to make my descent. As I made my way down, more of him was revealed. He looked to be middle-aged, his head was shaved, and his eyes were wild. He was wearing pants, but no shirt. I explained who I was and what I was doing there. He was constantly wringing his hands together and spastically cocking his head from side to side. The longer he talked, the more agitated he became. I started to make my way to the exit, and he followed. His verbal outbursts grew louder and more frequent. I was petrified. When I reached the stairs, I drew our conversation to an end and said goodbye. As I turned to head up the staircase, he could no longer hold it in. Screams, the very same unforgettable screams that I'd heard coming from the locked room. I ran up the stairs as fast as my legs could carry me, flung the door open, and rushed back into the daylight. A month or 2 later, I had a couple friends, including Laura, over to my place. I was excited to tell her all about my encounter. But as I was relaying what happened, I could tell that something else was on her mind. When I finished telling my story, she told me something that she'd seen a couple weeks earlier. One day, she noticed lights flashing outside of her window. She looked outside just in time to see police officers placing the man from the basement in the back seat of a squad car. She later found out from another tenant that he had attacked someone with a knife. That was the last we ever saw of him. I don't know what became of the man in the basement. I'd like to think that he got the help that he needed, but maybe that's just because I'd rather not think about
This happened about 5 years ago when I was 21. Me and my friend Seth got into this app which showed you ghosts. We'd go out ghost hunting, but nothing much would happen. Sometimes a dot would appear on one of our phones and it would say random words. We would ask, "How did you die?" and stuff like that. And sometimes the answers lined up, but it was mostly random. One night, around 2 a.m., Seth suggested going to the cemetery to see if the app picked anything up. I was hesitant, but I nervously agreed.
Should have been way more than hesitant, man. Going to the graveyard? Nothing good happens at the graveyard.
We started making our way through the neighborhood towards the cemetery. It was weird as the streets are normally lined with cars, but they were empty on this night. We walked down the middle of the road with the app running, but it wasn't picking anything up. We finally made it to the cemetery, which was a small, family-owned one where they only buried their own. Seth
And these sound effects, yo.
went up to the gate and started shouting, hoping to get a response on the app, but nothing happened. I was standing in the road, feeling unsettled, when Seth starts yelling,
Is that all you've got?
I told him to stop disrespecting the dead and we should leave. He tried being funny, saying,
Oh, I'll make them show up.
and jumped the gate and started stomping on the graves while screaming.
Come on, show us something.
All of a sudden, our phones said something at the same time. I looked down at my phone and it was there. We both just stood there, looking at each other when 10 or so red dots appeared on the radar, and it said it again. When I looked back up from my phone, Seth was next to me. I said,
We have got to go.
As soon as I said that, we could hear the street lights turning off one by one from the top of the street, getting closer to us. We took off running as fast as we could. We got about halfway into the neighborhood before running out of breath and having to stop. I felt like I was going to throw up from being scared and winded. Then I heard my phone say something. It was muffled, but I knew what it said. Being too scared to look at my phone, I looked at Seth, who looked terrified. He nodded at me to get my phone out, so I slowly pulled it out, and it said my name across the top. I turned my phone off and said,
Screw this. I'm done.
We made our way back to my house and had a cigarette to calm down.
Oh, no, no, no!
We were talking about what just happened, almost not believing it, when I heard my phone again. This time, it was my sister's name.
Nigga, I'd have thrown that. Say Verizon, yeet! You know what I mean? And then ran.
We just stood there, frozen, not saying a word, when it went off again and said my brother's name. I took my phone out, turned it on, and deleted the app. I asked Seth to stay the night, but he refused. I can't blame him. When I finally got to sleep that night, I dreamt a muffled voice repeating a word over and over. I started to wake up and the words became clearer. My phone was off, with the battery out. But when I turned it over, it was lit up with the app running. It had a red dot about 6 feet from me, still repeating.
Too close to the end to turn it off. Y'all lucky I'm lazy. You know what? It's never too late. Never say never. Justin Bieber. I think this...
I woke up the next morning and went to the bathroom. I had a razor-thin cut from my left shoulder to my right hip. I don't know what happened that night, and nothing has happened to me since. Needless to say, I don't mess with that kind of stuff anymore.
Man...
This is a short but terrifying story of something that happened when I was Snapchatting a friend. I'm pretty young, I'm only 13, still in middle school. A girl I really liked had just recently started snapping me selfie pictures, and we started messaging each other for a few nights. One night when I was watching TV, she sent me a snap of herself laying in her bed without a caption. I sent a message saying what's up. She sent another identical picture, this time with a caption saying not much, you? She set the timer to 10 seconds, so it gave me plenty of time to analyze the picture, including her bedroom in the background, and the dark outline of a person standing by her window. I quickly sent a response message, saying, "Is that your brother by the window?" She sent another identical snap, this time captioned, "What do you mean?" In this picture, the figure at the window was closer, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass. I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker.
Well, now y'all know why I don't like scary videos.
Sir, and I could see a hand pressed up against the glass. I closed the snap before the timer even ran out so I could tell her quicker. I said, "There's somebody at your window, turn around." She opened my snap almost immediately, and then I didn't hear from her again on the app. I grew more and more worried as the minutes passed. I texted her a few times to no avail. I tried calling her a few times to no avail as well. I didn't know her house phone number, otherwise I would have called her parents. It wasn't until midnight when I was already laying in bed that she finally texted me back. She explained the whole situation. As soon as she looked at her window and saw the person standing there, she screamed, and that caused the person, who turned out to be a 20-something-year-old man, to open the window and jump into the room. From there, she ran to her parents' room and woke her dad, who went to her room to find nothing but an open window. It wasn't exactly a personal story of mine, but it freaks me out nonetheless, knowing that the only thing that saved my friend from whatever could have happened was the fact that I was able to see the window through her selfies, unbeknownst to the creeper at her window. This happened a week ago. Up until a few days ago, I went to a small, local gym in my now previous New Jersey town called Black Bear Fitness. One day, I had the misfortune of running into some skinny, awkward, yet creepy-looking kid, probably 18 years old. He didn't look like he belonged in a gym at all. I had headphones in and I was doing my set when I heard him saying something to me, but it was muffled by the music.
Bruh, apparently I need to start dancing more, because even though I was scared crapless by the 2 previous videos to this one, just listening to some music in my head, dancing a little bit made me feel way better. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? I feel I'm not scared no more.
I was already annoyed with this kid, given that he was breaking an unwritten rule of the gym. Don't try to talk to somebody when they're doing their sets. I took my time finishing my set, and then took my headphones out to ask if he needed something. Then he started acting like I looked familiar, but right away I knew this kid was just trying some pathetic attempt at making friends. I assured him I didn't, but the kid wouldn't stop talking to me. I'll skip most of the conversation, but eventually he actually asked me for my Instagram and Snapchat, weirdly enough, and for whatever reason I gave them to him. Instead of just saying something like, "Buddy, I'm trying to work out," or "I don't have social media." After I gave him my Snapchat and Instagram, however, I did kind of urge him to let me resume my workout. He finally seemed to get the message and walked away. Not without saying bye like 3 times though. That night I got a snap on my phone saying from Sean. I immediately sighed and said, "Oh no," just wondering why the hell the kid would snap me. I opened the snap, and the kid was in a creepy, weird pose, face way too close to the camera, with his head resting in his hand and a half smile on his face. The text over the picture was "Hey" with 2 Y's. I muttered the words, "What the fuck?" For the record, I'm a guy, which made this even more weird. My thought process was, I've had enough of this loser already. I'm gonna remove him and make it clear I don't want to talk if I see him at the gym again. And so I did. I removed him minutes after he sent that snap. I'm sure not even a minute later, again a message popped up on my phone saying Snapchat from Sean. I waited a few minutes before opening it. This one was even creepier. Now the kid was sitting up on his bed, no smile, more of a surprised, angry expression. The text over the image said, "Why did you remove me?" Now I went as far as to block him, meaning he couldn't snap me anymore. And that was that. I threw my phone on the desk and sighed out of relief. Half an hour later, my phone goes off, saying Sean added you as a friend, and then Snapchat from Sean. He actually made a new account. I opened the snap and felt my heart drop. It was a picture of my front lawn. The text over it, "Answer me, bitch."
Run for your life, or get buck naked immediately. See, teach you guys a little something about self-defense. Dudes don't like piss, you know. So if you pull yours out in a purely self-defense situation, you should be able to get him not to want to come within like 5 feet of you. You know, actually, to tell you the truth, you gonna have to chase him, cause he gonna run. Now, in the unfortunate event that he starts walking closer while you're buck naked, you can pretty much bend over and put your face in between your own legs and kiss your ass goodbye, because he's about that life. I don't know what life that is, but he's about it.
First thing I could think of was, how did he find my address?
Not a gun? Word?
Then I realized, Snapchat made that new map feature that lets you see where your friends are. Somehow I had the balls to open the window to see outside. It was clear out there. I shut the window and the blinds and started considering calling 911. It was the sound of taps on the window. I took a deep breath.
This crap's got me nervous, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
And with one swift motion, I pulled up the blind and the window at the same time and pulled the kid into my room by his neck. I punched him in the face a few times before he was out cold. Now I called 911. By the time they arrived, he was awake, cursing me out, promising he'd be back and kill me. The cops heard it all. I didn't even have to make a case. The kid was an idiot. Luckily, the timing of this worked out well, because I just moved a couple days ago out of state. Only thing that worries me, I don't want to have to make a new Snapchat account, but anytime somebody new adds me on the app, I'll never know if it's secretly that Sean kid again.
To keep it real, man, you should never add randoms on there in general, man. If you meet somebody in real life and they're acting weird already, don't give them your social media. Just run. Just run. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. It's your boy BlastphamousHD. The original video's link is in the description down below.